Hello everyone, so today we are going to be talking about film and TV shows. You see, this month I've written down everything I've watched in a handy little note on my phone. It's quite a long list. I haven't been very social. I thought I would share them with you, and then afterwards maybe you can share some of the films and TV shows that you have been obsessed with, and then we can also just expand our TV and film circle. Yeah, I think I'll just start because, as I mentioned, it is quite a long list. First film that I watched this month was La La Land. I feel like the whole world is just obsessed with La La Land. I'm already such a sucker for musicals. Of course I was gonna love La La Land. The film is about these two individual characters who have these ridiculously impossible dreams that they want to accomplish, and they meet each other along the way. And I can't say much more because I don't want to ruin it, but the musical is such a sort of love letter to the golden age Hollywood musical, which, oh lord, lord, lord. The next film is one that I would recommend wholeheartedly, and this one is called Lion. It's actually one of the Oscar nominated movies this year, and oh my god, it's about this little Indian boy. Like, he gets on this train accidentally while looking for his brother, and the train takes off, he can't get off, and he's 5 years old, so he doesn't like remember the name of his town or the name of his parents, and he can't get off this train, and it just keeps on going. So he's like thousands of kilometers away from where he started, and he gets off and nobody helps him, and then he gets into this orphanage, he gets adopted by this Australian family, and it's about him as an adult trying to retrace his steps and find home, and I cried so much. It's based on a real story as well, and it's just, oh, it's so beautiful, so good. You have to see it. Go see it. So film number 3 is Moana, or Vaiana as it's called here in my part of Europe. It's so funny because due to different copyright reasons and a porn star named Moana, they can't use that name for the film here. So it's called Vaiana, which actually means ocean, while Moana means water, so it's not like huge difference. But it's quite funny because I've been listening to the soundtrack with Moana in it, and then when I saw the film they were like, I am Vaiana, and you're like, what? That's weird, but it worked, it was fine. I actually attended the Norwegian premiere of Moana, and they had Ron Clements and John Musker doing like a masterclass before the film, which was great because we learned tons of stuff about animation, about the background of the film, and about music. Like, for example, did you know that Lin-Manuel Miranda did Moana before Hamilton? Like, he was signed on before he was doing Hamilton, because I thought he did Moana because of Hamilton, but no. Fact of the day. But yeah, the film is great. I watched it way too many times. I did actually have a tear running down my face in the cinema. Oh, I can't deal with the whole grandmother thing. So the next film is Hacksaw Ridge, and this is also one of the Oscar nominated films this year, and it was good. I really enjoyed the film. It was not like the best film I've ever seen. It is sort of a typical World War II film. No, it's definitely good. There's a part that's the main part of the film which is very exciting. I was holding my breath. I was really nervous. I was like clenching my fists because I was like, ooh. The film is based on a true story, and this boy, played by Andrew Garfield, due to several things happening in his childhood, he enlists to the army, but he doesn't want to use guns or touch a gun or kill anyone, or he just wants to be a medic, and that's it. But he's in the heart of the battle, and it's about how he sort of deals with everything. He's very religious, and yeah, it's a good film, and it's really interesting, especially since it's based on a true story. If you like these sort of very dramatic war films, then you would definitely like this one. The next film that I watched is The Last 5 Years, and this is a musical. As I said, I love musicals, but I didn't like this musical. My friend Erin is gonna kill me. She loves this film. I just didn't like it. Both characters are so unlikable. The only thing I liked was the whole premise of the film, which is basically they have a love story between a girl and a boy, and their love stories are in reverse. So like, it starts with like the ending of the love story, but for the other character, so the girl character starts with like the end, and the other character starts at the beginning, and then each scene they like swap between them, so like they meet in the middle at some point. I really wanted to like it. I mean, it's Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan, which are like two of my favorite people, and I just hated the songs. I just, as I said, didn't like the plot, and if I don't like the characters, I just can't get into it. I did finish the film, but I can't remember a single song from it. Like, it's like, I mean, I gave it a shot, I tried, I just didn't like it. That happens. So onto a film that I actually quite enjoyed, but I haven't heard anyone else really talk about or recommend to me. So this one is called Lost River, and this is such a me type film. It's very artsy. It's directed by Ryan Gosling. It has the guy who plays Fitz in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's the main character. It has Matt Smith as like this crazy mad like bully. It's really hard to explain because it's about this family that lives in this really sort of shady Chicago neighborhood where every house is being foreclosured. The mom sort of ends up in this like weird underworld, and the son discovers this lake to this, how am I gonna explain this? This like underwater town, and Matt Smith is there. And he's a bully. It's a really hard film to explain. Just watch it if you're into like really sort of dark, mysterious, mind films. Just go watch it. Okay, so the next film is Hidden Figures, and this is also one of the Oscar nominated movies this year. And this one is about a group of African American women who are mathematicians and served a really vital role in the NASA space race between, you know, America and Russia, and it is such a good movie. It's one of those like power movies you just, oh, so good. It's an amazing and important film because, you know, it gives credit to these women who did so much and didn't really get much credit for it. And yeah, it's really good. I genuinely enjoyed it. I was smiling, I was sad, I was annoyed, I was happy. All the feelings. Okay, so we got through all the films. I'm gonna start talking about TV shows now. You'll see there are some similarities in the TV shows this month. I don't really travel far away from my Doctor Who realm, do I? Because the first TV show I saw this month was Travelers. Now, Travelers is a time travel show and I loved it. I just went into it. I binge watched everything. There are people from this dystopian future who time jumps into the bodies of people just about to die. So like they would die anyway, so they just sort of take over their bodies and then they work together to try and stop the future from happening. And these are like time agents, so people keep on coming once in a while and they update them if like things have changed or stuff like that. So it's about this team of like these people who have jumped into the bodies of someone else, but like there are things that comes with taking over someone's body. Like this one girl has like severe epilepsy and this other guy jumps into a guy who's like a serious drug problem. So yeah, it's a really good show. I'm really excited for season 2. I hope there's a season 2. It's a really good show if you like that sort of time travel-y stuff, which I do. Which leads me on to my next show, which is also a time travel show. Timeless! Now, Timeless is a show created by Eric Kripke, which the Crypt Keeper, which happens to be the creator of Supernatural, which is my all-time favorite show. It's more of like a classical time travel show. Basically, there's a time machine. Bad guy steals the time machine and flies off into time. They have a rescue ship, which they then have to gather a team of an army guy, a historian, and a pilot. They have to like chase after this bad guy who stole the big ship, and the bad guy wants to change time and the team has to like stop him from changing time. Yeah, I'm so into this show. They're choosing like really cool places in time to travel to as well, so oh, love it. And I just hope there's a season 2. Please let there be a season 2, please. Another show that I have been watching, which is not actually finished yet. I'm only 4 episodes in because that's the amount of episodes that have been released. Riverdale! I feel like everyone is into Riverdale at the moment. It's quite cool actually. It's based off the Archie comics, so you have like Archie, Betty, Veronica, that whole triangle there, and Jughead. So that's really cool that they actually base the characters off them, but they've thrown in like a murderer, so it's really cool. I really like the tone of the show. It's sort of like Twilight meets Teen Wolf meets One Tree Hill, sort of like that. And when I say Twilight, I mean the tone of the show, like the colouring and the feel of it and the music, and yeah, but I really like it and I'm really excited to see where it's going. I just hope it keeps on going the direction it's heading now and not getting lame. Those were the new shows that I've been watching this month. I have also been rewatching 3 shows. I'm just going to mention them. I'm not going to go into details. These are shows that I already love, that I've watched so many times before. So the first one is Dark Angel, and it's a cyberpunk show about mutants, and it has Jensen Ackles and Michael Weatherly in it. What else is there to say? I also rewatched Agent Carter, which I'm still so upset about being cancelled. Like, why? It's... Okay, calm yourself. And the final show I've also rewatched is Legend of the Seeker. One of those really underestimated shows. Like, it's made in New Zealand, so everything's really sort of Lord of the Rings-esque, and it's about this like magical boundary, like on one side there's no magic, on the other there are, and this boy's like born on one side but he's actually from the other side. He has a destiny, and there's Kaylin who is this like awesome confessor lady. So if she touches you, you have to tell the truth and you're her slave forever basically, and they travel on these adventures together with a wizard, and it's so good. But yeah, those are the films and TV shows that I've been watching. There was quite a lot. I feel like I should shorten the list down next time maybe. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what shows you've been watching and we'll talk in the comments below. Bye!